Okay, so this is my solution for problem 1768, merge strings alternatively. Alternately? Yeah. So this is a problem that we have. And so as it says, you're adding letters of each word in an alternating order, starting with word one. So my first approach, I'm using Python. Um, I'd say it's kind of brute force. So I created an empty list called merged, and then I found the length of the longest word here. So I just keep iterating my loop for the length of the longest word. This is my for loop in all its glory. Well, in all its glory here. It's set to go from I to the longest, so from 0 to whatever the longest is. Um, So in the for loop, I check to see if my iterator, my I, is less than the length of the word we're currently seeing to, so word one for now. This is checking to see if this is viable, I guess. So if I is less than the length of word one, that means there would be a character at that index, the index I, and so you can go ahead and append the character at that index to the list merged. Merge is empty at the start also. So I do that same thing for word two. It's all the same thing here. And that just keeps going because it's a loop. And then after all that's done, I will return the merged list as a string. And let's just prove that that's something that can be done. Imagine it doesn't. Sorry. Okay, and it's accepted. Yay. Look through all the test cases. Um, Runtime was 18 milliseconds. Not super fast, not super slow. Well, it's kind of slow. Um, but then I read a little bit more here, and I didn't click on topics before I did this solution. I realized it was 2 pointers, and I was like, oh, that's a better approach. So I did another solution. Let me please paste it in. I had it in my notebook. Um, I don't like that's on two different lines. So this is my solution using the 2 pointers approach. Again, it starts off with empty list merged, and then I get the lengths of the two words, len one for the first word length, len two, the length of the second word. And then I have these two integer assignments, I guess, I and j, we're setting them to 0 to use as pointers. So we have a while loop instead of a for loop like the last approach. So while I, which is the iterate, well, the pointer I'm using for word one, and j is the pointer I'm using for word two, I'm making sure the pointer is less than both of, from less than their respective lengths. So, and I'm using an or operator instead of and because the words may be different sizes and you want the loop to keep going till the end of the longest one and not to just stop whenever the shortest one finishes. So inside loop, I check if again it's essentially the same concept. You're checking to see if the index is viable. So if I is less than like one, so the word would have a character at the index I, you append that character to the list, and then you iterate, you increment your iterator. Same goes for the second pointer here, and then you just return it as a string. So let's check if that works. And it does. Yay. Done. I'm redoing it. I don't know why. I don't know why. But yeah, cool. Everything looks the same. All right. Thank you very much for watching.